think it's a really good process to use that toolkit all the time, to be looking at that toolkit when you're looking at processes and paperwork within the service, and almost use the toolkit as your guide, to a step-by-step guide to what good supported employment looks like, and working through the different points on each section, and identifying what gaps there are within the service. For us, it's about involving the whole team, because it could be that we've got all these great processes and policies in place on the management side, but that hasn't been cascaded down. So it's about helping the team to sort of take ownership of the quality side of things as well, and to understand what quality looks like. So I'd say that's really important, to use the whole team and to be looking at the toolkit.
I think there are so many reasons why it's important to embrace SEQF as part of delivery. And look, I've been that provider. So I was part of an organization. We were an award-winning organization. I thought we were really good at everything that we did. And we got pretty good outcomes for people. But actually going through the SEQF really supported us to think about, how do we maximize the opportunities for people while still living and breathing that really rich value base, so people have positive experiences? And what I could say is, not only did it improve the quality of the experience for all of the people on our program, our outcomes increased quite significantly. So it was by about a 15 percentage point. We were getting more people into good quality jobs. So it wasn't simply that just more people got work that was matched to the thing that they loved. And that's what drove, that was our main driver. We were all doing it because we wanted to see people accessing good quality careers. I think it really ensured that we were sustainable. So as an organization, we were sometimes so heavily focused on making sure that the participants of the program were well supported. We didn't always think about all of the other partnerships that were really important. And actually the SEQF enabled us to consider, how did we make sure that every partner within the process was valued and supported. It really smartened up our paperwork. So actually it built those sustainable models, so ensuring that, if something happened to any of us, someone else could pick that work up, and that individual, from an experience perspective, wasn't going to have to go through it all over again. But I think if there's any one reason why somebody would engage in the SEQF, is because it's just proven that it supports more people into good quality careers. And ultimately, that's what the supported employment model is about. So why wouldn't you engage in something that is going to improve outcomes for people?
I think constantly thinking, what can I use as evidence for that, and then actually laying that out in creating a document, whether that's online or printed out, where it's in sections, and you actually say, this is the evidence for that particular point, and have it very detailed. And then when it came to people being interviewed, it was about, obviously that can be quite nerve-wracking for a member of staff that's not used to being audited. So I think having a group interview with the auditors, and supporting the team to understand what evidence they're actually going into that interview for, and so everyone's prepared. I think that's been really helpful and useful. And I think we found the process incredibly supportive. So it's about not being afraid to ask the auditors, for help and for clarification of things. So that's kind of how we've approached it. And we've been around for a long time, so I think it's harder for a newer service. But I think it's about using it to benchmark where you are in the here and now, and then use that to sort of progress, into the future. It's about creating that inclusive culture where everyone feels they have a part, and everyone's working as a team. And obviously we all come from different backgrounds and with different knowledge and ideas and experience. It's about bringing those together and understanding what's going to work for us as a team. So I think that's the first step is to make sure everyone feels valued within that, and that they understand that it doesn't matter what position you're in. Not one person within the team has all the answers. So it's about having the confidence and having the space to sort of share what your particular ideas are, and then for us to be listening as well to those ideas and be open to looking at things differently. So I think allowing for people that want to be able to speak in the meeting and have a say is really important. And to have sort of different types of meetings. So I think a whole service meeting can be really useful. But again, for some individuals, they find that easier when you have a specific meeting, say a meeting around clients or a meeting around employee engagement. They can find that easier to then speak on that particular topic. And I think that peer support as well, because it can be really isolating, particularly when it comes to job coaches or employment support officers. So I think being able to have opportunities for people to talk through things, either in supervision or in peer support, I think having that is particularly important, and being able to debrief on situations.
I think first and foremost, if you're trying to embed the correct culture into your service, it's first of all, it's got to be in line with the supported employment values. That has to be at the heart. It has to be, they're the foundation really for everything that you do. You need your supported employment values to then obviously be shared by the staff, everybody that then works within the service. Everybody needs to be on board and understand those values and how it then relates to their work. I think once you've got that embedded within your service, within your staff team, that's then when you can then begin to disseminate those values and educate people around those values.
We are a values-led organisation, and values are built into everything that we do. So right from recruitment, we have obviously competency-based recruitment questions, and we have values-based. It's driven in our culture, the way we operate on a day-to-day. We have quite a comprehensive training and induction period, and I think what's really important as well for our staff is that one-to-one support in the community when they're engaging with employers, when they're completing vocational profile with their clients. One-on-one support with their line manager while they learn the role is really beneficial, so that they can get constructive feedback, and so that they can really enhance and improve some of their skills in unpicking maybe some of the things that they need to unpick as part of their role.
When you first start to look at recruitment and creating a staff team, you really firstly need to be led by the national occupational standards. That then allows you to then look at creating a job description and the skills and the qualities of, say, your job coaches or your practitioners that you then want to then recruit into your service. It always comes back to values. You want to absolutely make sure that part of your recruitment process is based upon values. So are those applicants sharing similar values, or are their values aligned with supported employment values? You somehow need to build that into your recruitment practice. Once we've then recruited people, we have a full induction process, and that covers all sorts of things from training through to how we then supervise that member of staff through caseload management meetings, as well as general one-to-ones, where we're looking at not just the individuals that are on that person's caseload, but some of their other practice development areas that we need to maybe address or support that member of staff with.
And then making sure that the things like the induction, lots of shadowing of different members of staff, so that they can see, because obviously although there is the 5 stages, and there are processes and particular paperwork, there is also an element of people using their own initiative. And it's good for people that are starting with us new to be able to see those different strategies and different ways of working. And then thinking about supervision of staff, making sure people do get regular one-to-one supervision and time and space to be able to go through and talk about their clients and the caseload and what issues they might be facing, looking at things like how they're getting on with the employer engagement. So having an agenda for that supervision really helps.